Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to an episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Today in the driveway, we have this Bilt 2840 in for repair that hasn't been used in 2 years and does not start. The owner of this snowblower says she could not get it started, and I actually believe her because she has diagnosed, repaired, and corrected me on her machine. So I'm definitely not going to be judging a book by its cover, but nonetheless we talk about do not trust anybody anyway. Start at ground zero. So I'm going to try and start the machine, and we're going to see if it works, and we'll go from there. I have the electric start hooked up because I don't want to blow my back out trying to start this thing in case she is right. Lever to the rabbit, prime for a good time, choke, and let's hit it. Oh my God. Kristen. Kristen. So what blows my mind is that she knows how to start her Toro Power Clear, and it's almost the same process as this, and she couldn't get it started. So I'm letting it warm up. The white smoke is fine, it's on choke. Let's take this off. Oh my God. It runs. All right, so this video didn't go out the way I wanted it to, but this is to show you that, like I said, don't trust anybody. As nice and knowledgeable and sweet as she is wrong. So let's turn this into show her and show you guys and everybody else how to start your machine. We are definitely going to be changing the oil. We will cover that in another video. But we're going to be using the electric start. So take your extension cord, plug it into the side of the machine, and I want to get it wrapped up in the impeller. Now, let me show you, just in case. We got to remember, start everybody at ground zero. We're going to plug it in like so. See? That's plugged in right there. Just slap it in, right? It's basically like an outlet, a reverse outlet. 2 prongs and the one flat, match it up. It's like, what was that? It's like when you stick blocks in the hole, does the star fit in the star? Does the square fit in the square? It's one of those things. Now we're going to focus on our engine. Okay, we are going to make sure the key is here. If it's missing, it's not going to start. Key in there. Take it off the stop turtle, put it all the way to the rabbit. Choke knob is down, facing the ground. Now we did run this machine for a little bit, so we might have some issues. Okay, so I'm just giving you guys maybe just a little bit of a better view. We're just gonna start the machine. Rabbit all the way up. Choke down, key in, just always give it a good push. Prime for a good time. 1, 2, 3. And just push the button on the electric start. Once you feel a catch, let go. Do not hold it. Do not. There you go. Take the choke off. Now when you blow snow, you want to have it on run. Look at this. This thing purrs like a kitten. This is gorgeous. Unplug the cord. It might be very hard to hear me over the machine running, so I'm going to keep the throttle down, but you really want to have it all the way towards the rabbit. Okay? Remember, this is your joystick shoot control. When you're blowing snow, you want to have it in gear speed 1 up to 3. Don't go past 3 blowing snow. Anything more than that, 4 and above, is for transport. And if you're going that fast, you shouldn't be using it in the first place. We have the heated hand grips on. Okay, also what's very important when you're shifting gears, make sure the machine is at a dead stop like your car. Make sure that it is not running. That is a very good way to mess up your machine by doing that. That's like a clutch in a car. Put the machine to a dead stop and then you pick your gear and go. So we are going to be in forward 1 and we're just going to hit the button. This is slow. Perfect. Gear 2, a little bit faster. Fantastic. Gear 3, even faster, and so on. This is at the engine spinning at a low speed. If the RPMs are higher, this would move a little bit faster. Let's just check the augers. They're spinning, they work. Again, it's at a low RPM, so if the machine was running at full speed, they'll spin faster. We verify that the light is working. Okay. Let's kick this down. And we'll see if the auger lock works again. Oh, we'll do reverse. Reverse works. Reverse 2 works. Fantastic. Auger lock. Engage the auger. And the button. And the drive. And it works. So we are done here. And all I did was move it over to the stop button. All right, if this doesn't work out, I'll do a crappy voiceover. This is a great machine. Great machine. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to service it, but I'm going to cover this topic again for her and other people like her. Remember, guys, not everybody started out knowing anything and everything like me. I am self-taught, and I was taught through trial and error. So let's give everybody that same courtesy, please. Before you start your machine, you guys knew exactly what I did. We need to check our oil. Okay, I'm not going to wipe it down the rag, but her oil was overfilled. Not the end of the world, but you really shouldn't be doing that. Most likely her heart is in the right place. So let's not criticize that. She kind of knew what to do. She knows to check the oil. Okay, gas is fresh, and just like we spoke about with gas, right, at the end of the beginning of the season, whatever gas you put in your car is the same gas you put in your Troy Bilt snowblower. Make it simple. If your car calls for premium, put premium. Your car calls for regular, put regular. Your car calls for in between, put in between. I cannot stress that more than enough. Here on Long Island, ethanol gas for us is not cheap. The closest ethanol-free gas station to us is about a half hour away at $9.99 a gallon starting, and it goes up because you know gas prices fluctuate. It's Cam 2. To me, it's not cost efficient. Sorry. You could buy the ethanol-free stuff in a can. Nah, I'm cheap. I'll get the same gas I put in my car. Because I use a 5-gallon can, I'm just going to dump the whole thing of Seafoam in there. If you use a 2.5-gallon can, just dump a half can of Seafoam in there. Okay? Seafoam is oil-based, so the more you put in there, it's not going to hurt the machine. You heard me? It's not going to hurt the machine. It's the way they designed it. Fantastic. Okay? At the end of the season, what should you do? Well, guess what? Your gas is already treated because you're using Seafoam. So you have 3 choices. Leave your treated gas in there, start it up periodically, maybe once a month, let it run for 5 or 10 minutes, get all the juices flowing, okay, and put it back away. As you run the machine out, the gas will be running out, and you're going to be filling it up with the gas inside your can. So you will be replenishing your old gas. Number 2 would be to run the machine dry. Gas is cheap, let it run, you top back off at the end of the year. The other alternative is, you know, we're on Long Island, so we probably see snow for about 2 or 3 months, and we haven't seen snow in 2 years. So what does that tell you? Maybe leaving the gas in there and not starting it till next season, like some of you guys may do, is not viable for us. So I am talking about what's viable for us. But if you want to drop down in the comments what's viable for you, you got to state your location, you got to state your change of the seasons. There are other parts of the world, or the country, where they have more cold weather and snow season longer than what we have here on Long Island. I feel that we are blessed to call Long Island home, that we have a change of season and we get to experience it all. As you guys know, I like to change my oil at the beginning of the new season. So that is what I would recommend to everybody. The reason why I say that is if you put fresh oil, you have it sitting here on Long Island for 9 months doing nothing. So I rather have the fresh oil go in for when we're really actually using the machine. There is no filter on this machine, as a big monster as it is, so our oil change interval is every 25 hours or every season. If it had a spin-on filter, it would be 50 hours. We use Royal Purple Synthetic here at PATTAY'S Performance, okay? We could probably get away with a longer oil change interval, but I think that is penny smart, dollar stupid, in which we are not. We change the oil. Even more frequent than that. I'm not going to tie you up into that whole mess. So what you want to do at the end of the season as well, if you're going to continue to run it throughout the season, then don't bother. Then don't figure out this step. If you're going to not run it and run it dry and not touch it till next year, pull a spark plug, boot out, pull a spark plug, and either throw a couple of squeegees of WD-40 in there, or maybe just a drop of engine oil in there, and leave it. You're going to lubricate that. You're going to keep that cylinder lubricated. Okay, then another thing to do is when you start it up for the first time of the season, if it's been sitting and you haven't touched it for months, pull the key out and give it a couple of dry pulls. Right? Just for good measure. Don't be a He-Man. Don't be an animal. Just give it pulls, right? There's flicker inside here that flings the oil up and down, because over time, oil is going to seep down and not touch all these movable parts anymore. If you guys want to go through the method of running it dry and pulling the spark plug, there is this 10mm nut right here. Pull this out and that will ensure there is no gas inside the car. Do not touch this one. This one here on the corner. So with that being said, we're going to wrap this up. We will continue with the service with this. There is no repair needed like she predicted. I am going to modify the impeller for her because I feel that she definitely needs that for sure. And we're going to call swap. So like I said, if you guys have a Troy Bilt 2840 or not, drop in the comments. Tell me how you service and how you handle your machine. Right? More than one way to skin a cat, a bear, or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, right? I can't keep up with this politically correct stuff. You know, tell me how you do it. If you have ethanol-free gas, this really doesn't kind of apply to you, but you could participate, right? Because we just don't have, it's not economic for us to run ethanol-free around here. It's just really, really not. I can, but I don't want to spend $10 a gallon on gas, would you? And even True Fuel, it's very nice. I think that's expensive too. I think it's around that price too. I don't. Between all the machines I have here and whatnot, you know, that's what I do. And don't forget, if you have a lawnmower, it's a whole different story. Then your gas transfers from one machine to the next. There are some people that have hired help or whatever, and then they just choose to do the snow on their own. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a wrap. This is a beautiful machine. I can't believe it. Remember what I say. Don't trust anybody. It's amazing. She could start her Toro, but she couldn't start this. So this is why this video is very important to people like her and other people out there. So please be courteous in the comments if there is something that I missed. This is where you do your due diligence as part of the PATTAY'S Performance family. Give other people tips and tricks that I missed. Together we learn and together we grow. All right, guys, with that being said, If you guys found this video helpful or not, entertaining or not, informative or not, smash the like button, smash that subscribe button. Guess what? I'll see you guys on the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance. And don't forget, the Mrs. and I, we go live every Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, guys. Later.